Another way of obviously engaging, this was a simple example, the Chambers example, your content. Content is king. So what I touched on earlier, all our leads being inbound, that's because of our content marketing. Now, time versus money. We started properly, actively pulling all our content and all our stuff, if you like, that we're putting out there. Lots of videos, 1,800 plus videos, which has taken us from negligible, it was just over 1,000 start of lockdown YouTube subscribers. Every time we check it, it's another 1,000. So we're now at 29,000 YouTube subscribers on the subject of Google Ads, YouTube, and basically digital marketing. That's a lot of subscribers for a very common but niche area, if you like, because these are not cat videos. These are very specific videos. So to create that kind of content takes time, but the reward is there. There's a reason why we continue to do that, and our team continues to put posts out there. And there's some basic examples there you can see. All of these things really matter. Your website does matter. It's your online brochure, social proof of who you are. There are many businesses who neglect their website presence. Your website is not actually your sales tool. It's just that evidence of who you are, and do that well. And think about, I touched on it, but not the time to cover today. Think about your brand. Every single thing you do for your business, from the minute you wake up to when you lie down at night, everything you do, regardless of your business, is your brand. Because none of us are Marks and Spencers and John Lewis in here. We don't rely on that brand perception. We know automatically what we are getting from those brands, or Nike, or whatever you want to compare. But at our level, we are our brand, because this is the only impression somebody has of our business. Until today, most of you probably not heard of SF Digital. So how we are today really matters, because how you do one thing in your business or in your life is probably how you do everything. So pay attention to the branding that you're putting out without realizing about your business. Be consistent, and with an objective eye, look at all your content and see what you're putting out there. Again, I touched on it earlier, the voice, the tone, the language, knowing who your avatar is. Does all your content resonate with your avatar? And I suspect if we dig, and I know from the amount of digging that I do and audits that I do, there is a disconnect. And I liken it to, we often in our businesses have lots of dots. We're doing lots of separate things. We rarely go back and connect the dots, because that's really where the strength and the power of all of this lies. So different types of content, what can we actually put out there? You can go straightforward information about what you're doing. You might go a more education route. That's something that we are very strong on. Our content is very education-led. It is not salesy. It is all about educating our user group. Or it might go entertainment, cat videos. Now, I know a business who sat in this room who are making some amazing videos, which is really, really building trust of who they really are, bringing some personality to their videos on LinkedIn. And it's a bit of a unique take, a bit different to what you see out there, and it brings a smile to my face, and it helps me to engage with that business. So think about, again, this will depend on the kind of image that you want to put out to your potential avatars. Now, this is another area where most people struggle. I don't know what to write about. I don't know what to put out there, because let's face it, what's one man's trash is another man's treasure. What I take for granted and is, that's easy. Why would anybody want to know that? How do they not even know that? The other person doesn't know that. That's why they're hopefully coming to you. So one of my favorite sayings is, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. So you don't need to know everything. I think, Molly, we had that conversation earlier. We need to know a little bit more than the next person. That's it. and you're leading. We can't know everything, and we get caught up in, I don't know all this stuff, so how am I going to put it out there? I shouldn't be out there. Imposter syndrome kicks in again. Own it. Own whatever you have. You are enough in your businesses, in whatever you're doing. And if you're struggling, answer questions. So how many of us spend time on social media, scroll, and we see somebody asking for help,